Hey folks, Wish SE. Had a couple of requests from subscribers asking for my opinion about practicing non-dominant hand shooting. And so I wanted to give you a very quick overview of some of my thoughts relating to that. Because my right hand and arm had some surgery, for the last few months I've been shooting with my non-dominant hand. There is tremendous value in practicing with your non-dominant hand. And that's because it forces you to focus on the fundamentals. Grip, front sight, sight alignment, trigger press, trigger reset. Everything we talk about again and again, and everything we teach our students at our classes, is that idea of really having a good fundamental grip, stance, and then working the trigger, working your sights, and being consistent. So the advantage that I've had of not being able to really use my right arm much is I've had to shoot everything with my left hand. As some of you know, I have physical limitations both with my elbow, my forearm, and my left hand itself. So I'm not outstanding at this at all. I'm a handicapped guy doing this, but I wanted to show you the value of doing this and the kinds of drills that I do from a practice standpoint to gain the proficiency to be able to make hits if I had to. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at some of the practice that I do. So we're 3 yards from our target, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to work my trigger press through a series of shots so that I'm really working the fundamentals. Got a 1-inch square out there. I'm just going to really work trigger press, trigger reset, and then focus on my sights. So we've got a group out there where pretty much all of them are touching 3 yards from our target. You can see how slowly and deliberately I'm shooting. You can also see, or I hope you can see, that I'm really working that trigger reset. I am only letting the trigger out far enough to feel the click, to feel the trigger reset, and then slowly pressing back along the axis of the bore. So to me, these are the kinds of drills that really will help. So I'm going to step 2 yards back now to 5 yards and do the same thing. I'm going to aim at that same spot and we'll see how we do. So I'm standing on a sheet of ice. If I go down, send the paramedics. So at 5 yards, again, we've got a string that maybe is 1.5 inches end to end, but the group from the center is no more than 1 inch. So I'm 5 yards away. I'm shooting with my non-dominant hand. I am focusing on the fundamentals. Grip, my stance and structure, even on the ice, the front sight, sight picture, and then pressing the trigger slowly straight back along the axis of the bore until the striker hits the primer and boom, we get the round going down range. So anyway folks, that's how it looks. You can really develop your dominant hand by shooting occasionally with your non-dominant hand. It also forces the brain to do some different rewiring in terms of the synapses when you're using your non-dominant hand, because you're going to have to think the process, and that's going to help make you a better shooter with both your non-dominant and dominant hand. So anyway, that's my 2 cents. Thanks so much for the subscribers who asked this question. It's certainly a good one. I don't spend a lot of time practicing with my non-dominant hand, but I do it occasionally, and over the last 3 months I've had to do it a lot because my right elbow needs to be fixed. So, thanks so much for watching. As always, stay safe.